I'm Maude Tiso, and although I was born on the island of Egg, I now live in Edinburgh, in Leith. I've always had a passion for life and a curiosity about the whole world, and I do like to make things happen. So that's kind of informed the whole of my life. I was born in a remote area, and I love poking around and finding out about nature, discovering creatures and flowers and all the wonderful things like the barks of trees and buds opening and all the rest of it. When I was lucky enough to have access to National Geographic magazines, and I just read about all these fabulous mountains all over the world, and I just wanted then to go and see and experience all these places, and had to wait quite a long time for some of them. I don't quite understand it, but from seeing mountains in the National Geographic magazines, I wanted to go out and get up mountains, and partly possibly because it always seemed to be men, and I had always had an adventurous spirit, and everything that I seemed to want to do, I was told, well, that's for boys. And I knew I was a girl, and yet I still wanted to do it. And so the first holiday I had with some girlfriends, and I decided we were all going up Goat Fell. And I just loved it as much as I had hoped I would. I've always liked men and women equally, and I still do. I have quite a lot of male friends and a lot of female friends. If they were passionate about the same thing as I was, then we got on really well. I didn't date any of them deliberately in those first few years because I wanted to be taken seriously. Well, Graham had a business background. He had been working with Cadbury, and I was surprised that he was still working for because he was such an independent spirit, and asked him if he had any other ideas or plans. Oh, he said, I want to have my own business in retailing. We thought that there were enough people going away and needing outdoor gear for us to make a living, but we didn't anticipate that it would grow in the way it has. Well, I'd always wanted for some reason to visit South America, and I've been fortunate enough to manage to do that, mostly later in life. And one of the things I would say to people is hang on to your dreams, keep fit if you can. Today the biggest challenge is airlines. I just hate going through airports. I've thought about that, and I don't know the answer because I've had two brothers and two sisters, and my youngest brother shares my enthusiasm for out of doors and adventure and curiosity, but he's really the only other one than myself. So there's the same parents, the same DNA. There must be just a little bit of something in your genetic makeup that responds to outside stimuli, if you like. Well, I've loved finding out about what early women's climbers did. And I read all the mountaineering books, and there wasn't a mention of women, and there wasn't any of the books by women. And I've since discovered books that were written by Victorian women, and I find that quite inspiring, because if it was hard for me getting away, it must have been doubly hard for them. You know, hold on to your dreams, and at the very first opportunity, make it happen. Just do it.